What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Today we are going to be making banana bread, a healthier banana bread. You know, as healthy as we can get it. Because our banana's going off, so I need to kind of use them. So yeah, it's been a minute since I filmed, even though probably for you it hasn't. But yeah, most of the ingredients you should have on hand, you know. If you don't, most stores should have them. There's nothing fancy going into this. So yeah, let me run you through those ingredients. Alright, so what you're gonna need is your bananas, eggs, milk, maple syrup. Here I got whole milk flour, pinch of salt, baking powder, baking soda. I got oat flour here, peanut butter, chopped chips, optional, and vanilla extract. And that is pretty much all you're gonna need. So like always, the ingredients will be down in the description. Yeah. Oh, with oat flour, if you don't have oat flour, don't go buy. It is a waste of money to buy already grounded up, because legit it's rolled oat, oven's preheated. It's legit, rolled oats blended. So I literally put them in the blender, my NutriBullet, and blend that shit up. So let's do this. So I got 4 bananas, one's for decoration, so I'll chuck that one over there. And let me chuck some of this shit to the side. In this little bowl, I'm gonna, with the whole milk flour in my little choc chips, I'm just gonna pour a little bit of the flour in there to coat my choc chips, because it kind of helps them from all sinking to the bottom of your banana bread, which you kind of don't want. So, you know, do your best. Alright, so bananas, peel them and mash them. If your bananas are small, use 4, but mine are pretty like medium sized, so I'm just using 3. And if you don't want to put one on decoration, you don't have to. But you know, we're trying to be bougie over here, like fancy. So yeah, I should try move everything out properly. You know? Alright, so just go in, mash them up. If you have a fork, mash them. I'm just using my whisk because I'm lazy and don't want to go and get a fork. And literally, that look fucking took 2 seconds. Alright, so quickly just mash them up. Like that. Nice and pretty much smooth. Now we're gonna add your 2 eggs. If you wanted to make it vegan, you could substitute the milk for what's it called? Almond milk, oat milk, whatever milk you use. And you could leave the eggs. You should probably do like a flax egg or a chia egg if you'd like, but that's up to you. I haven't really done that with this recipe, like test it out, but I'm pretty sure it'll work. It's like a pretty easy recipe, so it wouldn't shock me if it did work. And if you wanted to make it completely gluten-free, use or oat flour instead of the wholemeal flour. But I like the wholemeal flour in this because it kind of lightens it up a little bit. So now I've added the eggs, whisked those in. We need our fats, so instead of butter, we're using peanut butter or oil. So I'm doing a half a cup of all natural peanut butter. So just scoop that into it, like so. Get rid of that. Vanilla, you know, I'll have it measured, but I'll finish this off. A good teaspoon, or so, teaspoon and a half. That is now finished. Just give that a nice whisk. Now, sweetness. When I did trial the recipe, I did make it without. Like I made it with both. I made it without maple syrup. If you want maple syrup, I mean, if you don't, it's like, depending on how sweet your bananas is what I'm trying to say. You might not like to have this. You don't need it. It depends how sweet your tooth is. But my family, we like it a bit sweeter. So we do add half a cup of maple syrup, which is not that bad, you know? So if you aren't gonna add, my point to that was if you weren't gonna add the maple syrup, you would need to add a bit more milk because oat flour is so dry, the oats will absorb the, it will be a thick batter. So I'm gonna add the flour in that now to the batch because that was my flour, my wholemeal flour, salt and all that shit. Because I want to see how thick consistency is before I add the milk. But I reckon I am going to need 3/4 of a cup. Maybe even less. So let's see. Just use the whisk before you fold it in. Yeah. She's thick. So I'm gonna add a bit. I'm gonna add it. And just whisk that in. Beautiful. Alright, so swap over to my spatula. Ooh, try keep it in the bowl. Now, chopped chips and the rest of that little bit of flour. Just fold them in. You don't have to, you can add walnuts too, or whatever. Alright. So get that all nice and folded in. Beautiful. Alright, it smells so, well, it smells like peanut butter. Alright, that is done. Lime baking tin. I don't know how big this one is. It's pretty solid, big tin. You can spray it with oil or butter and flour, however you like. I do oil and baking paper, parchment paper. You do whatever you like. This is 10 times easier, so I do it like when to take it out. So I do that. All right. So I'm gonna chuck this baby all into it. Now, your last banana, peel it. If you don't want to do this, like I said, you don't have to. And as evenly as you can, probably easier to cut that on a plate. do one like this. Oh, you know what? Fuck. Move it up. And one like that. So, look at that, baby. See how it comes with banana? Oh, she's. Easy as that. So, now, bake for 45 to an hour. If you're noticing it pretty golden, it really depends on your oven. If you notice it golden around like really dark golden at like half an hour, check it. If it comes out with the screw, if it comes out clean, it's done. So I'm gonna pop it in and we'll show you when we're done. We'll show you when we're right back, alright? I'm back. The cake is cooked. Why did I lose my train of thought? So, let me tell you what I did. So I cooked it for, I think it did cook for around 45 minutes. Put it in the cure, came out clean. I've let it rest for like 10, 15 minutes, I think. You should really let it cool all the way down. But I don't have patience to wait for this to cool all the way down and try. So I'm gonna cut a thick slice of it. She's steaming. You really should let it cool because it will taste a lot better cooled down. But oh, burr. Let me see. Look at this. It's gonna fall apart because it's still hot. You see that? Let's give it a try. It's and so you almost can't tell it's banana bread because of the peanut butter and the what's it called? The choc chips. So it's kind of like chocolate and peanut butter, pretty much like a Reese's peanut butter cup, but obviously it doesn't really compare to that because we all know that's probably 10 times better. But when you want something sweet in that, this does the job. So good. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you guys again, hopefully very soon. And yeah, please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys for another video. Bye.